Yo, what up, man? It's the one and only Smooth Vega, and as you can see, by all means, we are pushing forward with more content for you. Please subscribe and donate to keep the platform moving. Even $1 can help us keep producing more content. NothingBeatsExperience.com. Make sure to donate. The link is in the description. It's also pinned to the top of the comments. I hope you enjoy the show. You already know Nothing Beats Experience. Let's go. Come on. Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the one and only, man. We're right here, the Quarantine Sessions, Nothing Beats Experience, and I'm joined here by none other than the man himself, James Garretson. He's self-proclaimed, took down, apparently, a national treasure now in Joe Exotic, a.k.a. the Tiger King. But, hey, man, how you been, first and foremost?
I've been pretty good, man, just hanging out in Florida. I just got off the water. It's probably why I look so rough today. We were out on jet skis all day today, basically.
Damn it, James. I go a few years without seeing you, and then out of nowhere, I see you surface on Netflix, on not just any docuseries, the #1 docuseries right now in the nation. It's taken the world by storm. The Tiger King, man. Tell us a little bit about how this whole documentary stuff came about, when you were aware that they were going to start filming all of this, and then we'll get into the goods.
Yeah, so basically what happened is I've known the guy for a course of 20 to 25 years. I actually, own tigers too. I've owned tigers since I was 18 years old, so almost 30 years. So I kind of knew of him, and I knew he was an animal dealer, and, he was an acquaintance. He wasn't a great friend of mine or anything like that. And, he got sued by a lady over in Tampa, and then he started deteriorating, I guess. I don't know if it was due to stress or what, but he kind of just snapped. And then he started killing animals and putting animals down for no reason, but to get his name in the paper. For instance, if somebody called and said, "Hey, I have 4 tigers, and I need to place them." If he knew it was going to get him some media, he would just simply go outside and shoot them. So that kind of struck a nerve with me, because I am an animal lover. I've had animals my whole life. It kind of struck a nerve, and, I kind of decided to cooperate. They called me a snitch or whatever, but when you're killing innocent animals that are in a cage, I'm not cool with that.
Yeah, I was going to give you a hard time. I was going to tell you, man, word on the street is that you're a snitch, man. Everybody's calling you a snitch.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny about all of this is people don't know you, so they don't realize how much of a troll you are. So when you try to troll a troll, it's fire with fire. I actually been seeing I've been seeing some of the messages coming in, some of these hollow threats from people on the internet, man. And man.
Yeah, it's basically fucking keyboard warriors. It's people that think this guy is some kind of I don't know what to call him. Maybe
he's like
a role model now.
You know what's so funny about this whole situation? So obviously, it's kind of hard to ignore what's going on right now with the special. This guy's gained a newfound fame, and there's a lot of people that are rallying behind him. He's a goddamn cartoon character, is what it is. It's funny, man. It's just kind of funny. And I wanted to ask you, how have what's your opinion on seeing some of these celebrities kind of rally behind him? Cardi B's talking about raising money to get him bailed out.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard today that Kim Kardashian and Kanye West was going to go and ask President Trump to get this guy a pardon. It's kind of really, really stupid because, this guy murdered animals. He had no defense. He basically had one witness. That was somebody that works for PETA, an attorney for PETA, somebody that he always spoke against, because they were trying to close him down. But that was his only defense, is a lady from PETA. So, I don't know why they'd get behind him and rally,
It's the cool thing to do right now. That's what it is. It's because it's the cool thing to do. And you know what? And here's the thing about it. When we talk about this whole entire docuseries, The Tiger King, which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it, I highly recommend you to see it because it is entertaining. I wanted to ask you, as far as because you know how when people work on these docuseries, they work on these movies, they work on these shows, they kind of twist a few things for the sake of the show or whatever. How accurate was what was presented to the public in terms of what they did with the series?
It was pretty accurate. I mean, I personally, to tell you the truth, I've never watched the complete show.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I hear bits and pieces. I hear bits and pieces, of it. And, I haven't watched the whole thing through, but, I heard it's pretty accurate, but it didn't really paint Joe out to be what he was, he was never a country music star. He paid somebody to sing his songs. He was like a Milli Vanilli, a gay Milli Vanilli. It's basically what he is, I
was thinking about it. I was like, damn, James, like, how the fuck did this guy get a cool nickname, Joe Exotic? You know what I'm saying? I think we need to come up with a nickname for you, man. James Chaotic.
James Chaotic or Hellraiser or whatever the hell you want to call me. I really don't care, but the thing is I'm no fucking altar boy, obviously. But you don't do stupid, mean shit to animals. That's where I draw the line. I really didn't give a shit about that murder for hire crap. I just really, it was for the animals. It is what it is. But how people are blowing him up is just, it's comical.
Yeah, which brings me to the real question. Not all bullshit aside, like obviously I didn't actually finish watching the series, but I just wanted I went up to about the 5th episode or 6th episode, I believe. And I think that's around the time you talk about that you had agreed to become an informant. People are calling you a snitch. But in all honesty, you did say, I'm not cool with people killing animals. Like not just like what's happened and, whatever the popularity of it, like how ultimately did you get involved? And I know that you became an investor in this whole entire situation. How much money did you actually invest into whatever the hell's going on over there?
Well, I gave him some money, here and loaned him some money here and there to build a pizza restaurant, and helped him out, with utility bills and shit. I never really wanted to be a part of that zoo. That place is just it's a business failure. I mean, it's 150 animals, tigers, it's a bad business model. So I loaned him some money, invested in a pizza joint with Joe, and come to find out, it wasn't just a pizza joint. What he was doing is, he basically fucked me too. But what he was doing is he's selling expired meat. He was, Walmart was donating all this expired stuff, for the animals. Well, Joe was picking it out of these barrels and feeding it to people. So there was all kinds of little scams he was running. And, I just got away from it. But the feds already knew that he was trying to have this lady killed. So they already knew. They already had an open case. I didn't go to them. They came to me. They already had evidence that he was trying to kill the lady. His fate was pretty much already sealed anyway. But I said, hey, I'll help you. He's doing this to animals, killing tigers and shit. Yeah, I'll help you. So then I became an informant. And, call me a rat or whatever. I mean, I really don't give a fuck.
I mean, yeah, that shit's crazy. Now, you were partners with Jeff Lowe, correct?
No, I was never partners with any of them. Jeff Lowe, I knew him. He was in the liquidation business, kind of like I am. Yeah. Bought a couple trucks off of him, but was never in any business with him. No, not at all.
So I was wondering, I don't know, have they had success since the special's been out, in terms of the zoo? I mean, obviously with coronavirus, everything's been shut down. So,
well, with that place, it's just, I don't care how much money you take in, you're going to spend that much money on animals and vets. And, that place has lost money, since it's opened. Joe had different, ways to raise money, like getting the free meat, getting different things. But, I don't see that place lasting very much longer.
I remember back in the day, because I've been seeing some of your social media posts about Joe, and you've been just calling him a piece of shit or whatever, clowning or whatever. I was like, damn, if I'm not mistaken, I have not heard you talk this bad about anybody since I used to hear you talk about corsets.
Yeah. That's the person I hate the most. Let's always get it. Curtis Wise is number one. He'll always be number one. Joe was number two because he was just a piece of shit and killed animals. But yeah, Curtis have a bad hatred, and I would love to drag him on Netflix too. So he sees this.
So are they going to do anything? Have you heard if they're going to do anything, to follow up this, especially because it's been so successful? Is there going to be like a sequel to the Tiger King Part 2 or something like an extended?
Well, there's other investigations and things going on in the whole world of Cubs and things. So, they'll probably wait for somebody else to get arrested, and then, it'll be more. But they shot a whole lot more content than I think they portrayed. So they probably have enough content to do another episode.
Well, probably.
I didn't really know this was going to Netflix. I was just told it was going to be a documentary. And then one day I hear, he sold it to Netflix. So I didn't even know it was going to Netflix. So I never said anything about, any of the taping or any of that stuff. I kept it quiet because I didn't know. I didn't even know anybody's going to watch this. I figured they'd see him, look at his appearance, see how he talked, and change channels.
Yeah.
But
a fucking phenomenon is what's happened. You've become a meme, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing this Cameo thing now. I just signed up to Cameo, and I had like 6 or 10 requests right in the box that people want me to do shout outs from my jet ski. I'm like, cool. If you want to pay me to do that, I'm down. Any way to get money these days with this bullshit going on.
I'm actually familiar with Cameo, man. I didn't know that you. So what's your name on there? Is it just James Garretson, or are you the Jet Ski King?
No, it's James Garretson. I actually just shot the video, and then I had some in the inbox, and I'm just like, that's where I'm going to go when I go here. I'll go back to my jet ski, jump on, do those, and then doing some other podcasts.
Yeah, you've been.
It's a pleasure doing. It's a pleasure doing your podcast because you're one of the original hustlers. You're Mr. Fort Worth.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And a lot of people don't know. Now, let's talk about Fort Worth for a second. Ironically enough, Joe's actually locked up in Fort Worth, right? But you owned a nightclub over here in Fort Worth, and you also owned a strip club over here. My brother and his best friend Jason was,
oh yeah, good guys.
Say those guys are wild boys. You know what I mean? But,
oh yeah.
But they would always talk about you. They would always go to your clubs, and I remember whenever you opened a corner, we did a few things together. And, a lot of people don't know. So just so you guys know, James ain't bullshitting on the Netflix series when he talks about he's done it all. He in terms of hip hop, you had Post Malone come through Corner Bar before he blew up. Yeah. You had Juvenile, you had Paul Wall, you had a few guys over there, man. So it was pretty cool. But
yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I seen Post Malone. I guess right after he blew up. I went there and seen him at a show, and he went from coming in a van to like 5 or 6 tour buses, and it was just crazy to see that guy.
Well, we talk about you doing all these appearances now, man. You just did an appearance with a few big podcasts, correct? Did you do
Yeah, I did like the Melissa Rivers show, and I'm doing one on Saturday, and I'm doing a few of them to kind of not just because I don't really care about being a celebrity or any of that stuff. It's kind of I'm trying to get the message out there so people don't keep supporting this guy and making him out to something he's not. So I was going to just remain quiet, but then I might as well get out there and tell the real truth.
You're in demand right now, man. I was like, damn, is he going to roll out some merchandise right now? Is he going to have a website coming up?
I need this jet ski meme. I just, if people like seeing a fat man on a jet ski, I'm cool with it. That they were trying to figure out why was that scene in the movie? Nobody really knows why that was in the movie. And it was basically, I'm in the jet ski business and I have been for years. So it's basically, a lot of people don't know that, but that's why I'm on a jet ski. I pretty much stay on a jet ski 6 or 8 hours a day. So I guess that's kind of why they threw it in there. So it's kind of strange.
So have you seen all the memes? And if you have, do you have a specific favorite one that just killed you? Whether you're like, man, that was a good one.
Man, there's a lot of funny ones, man. I just, I like the life-size Chucky doll, I didn't cut my hair in a while, Shit, I told him, I said, you give me a part, I'll play the part, life-size Chucky, going out of quarantine like this on the jet ski, I laugh at them all, Yeah,
you got to make light of the situation, man,
Yeah, you get a lot of people, hey, you fat motherfucking rat and shit. That stuff doesn't. What people say about me is not going to change my quality of life. So I just laugh at them, and move on. It's really nothing.
So ultimately, like let's talk about Joe here. Before we wrap up, ultimately, Do you see him getting out anytime in the immediate future? Because obviously there's talks that celebrities want to help, and obviously with the public support, and obviously they're talking about reopening the Carol Baskin situation about her husband, and it just seems like public pressure is going to be on to somehow or another like defend this guy.
Yeah, I mean it's comical, man. Because if you watch the court case and if you really looked into it, the things he did to animals, you're like, this guy's deranged. I mean, he was feeding the general public expired meat to save money. I mean, this guy he wanted to be famous so bad, and he would breed all these animals and sell all these animals just to have a presidential campaign, which acquired hardly any votes. I think 900 votes, and those included write-ins. And then he ran for governor and only got 600 votes. So, I mean, I think people are just bored at home with the coronavirus. This shit's going to blow over. That's what I think. But, I mean, I could be wrong. Well, he gets out, he gets out. I mean, nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was going to ask another thing that you did mention in the documentary was that that the guys that he was with were never actually gay. Is that correct?
Yeah. The one guy that shot himself, Travis Maldonado, he was a really cool kid. I liked him. And I have we used to go out there and shoot guns and stuff with him. He was a cool kid. Joe basically got these guys hooked on drugs to the point where he just controlled them. Travis would always tell me, hey, man, take me to the strip bar, man. When Joe goes out of town, you got to take me to the strip bar. I need some, beef. And, I mean, his husband now, of course, he's gay. But Joe would always say he's the first gay he's ever been with. So, and John Finley is married to a woman now. So I think they were pretty much rented. Joe took care of them, bought them toys, four-wheelers, drugs. So they were kind of rent-a-husband, And then that's the truth.
He probably just took advantage of some vulnerable people, man. He had all bullshit aside, I know as entertaining as the series has been and as much of a cartoon character as this man is, the reality is there's some very cult leader-esque things to him, if that makes any sense,
Yeah. There's another guy on the show, the Doc Antle guy. I mean, they just mind fuck people. They think they're this holier than thou person. They pay people peanuts. They just use people. They use and use. And Joe is the worst. He would use people. As soon as you turn your back, he would start talking shit about you. He's super two-faced. But he'll say anything now because he's in prison. But anybody in their right mind would have done the same thing I did if they, saw the animal killing and stuff. He's not a celebrity. He might be a celebrity with the memes and all that other stuff, but he's really nobody to look up to. And for these rappers jumping in there, they need to research it a lot more, talk to people like me that have been around them before they go out there, put their own careers on the line for, somebody that kills tigers.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess did you ever witness anything in specific as far as any killings of animals or whatever?
No, I didn't witness it. I would have never stood for watching it, but other people called me. A lot of people confessed to me. Joe admitted to shooting the 5 tigers in the case. He said that they had toenails growing through their ankles, which was not true because it's not even possible. But yeah, he did acknowledge killing all those animals. And I was inside, so yeah, he did all those things to animals. I didn't watch it with my own eyes, but he did do those things.
You still own any tigers?
I do. I have a few, and I have a camel, and I have some other animals. And I keep it low key. I don't really, I'm not a zoo or anything like that. So, I still have animals, yes.
Well, James, you know what? I don't want to take up too much more of your time, and I appreciate you jumping on here with me. I just wanted to ask a few questions, shoot the shit with you. It's been a while. I know hopefully you'll be out here in Texas soon. If not, once all this blows over, I'll go over to Florida with you, man. We could shoot a video with you on your jet ski, because apparently that's the hot thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, when are you going to start doing some more concerts as soon as this Corona thing?
Yeah, man. I actually lost a few bookings because obviously I started my company, Premier Live, a few years ago. So I've been putting out dates. We lost a few dates, obviously, because we can't pump anything out right now. But as a performer,
Gotcha.
I'll be doing a virtual show here tonight. So we'll see what's up, man.
Cool, man. Let me know, and then whatever.
Yeah, hopefully.
I appreciate you having me, man.
And anytime, James. Well, it's good talking to you, man. You know, I just kind of wanted to hear you drop some pipe bombs on Joe. You know what I'm saying? James.
Oh, yeah.
This is Joe Exotic. Matter of fact, how would that sound if he got out? Would you sign up to be in a celebrity boxing match against Joe Exotic?
Oh, fuck, man. You can put his whole group. I'll do his whole group at one time. Yeah, I'll smack the shit out of all of them. The thing is like, when you get all these internet tough guys, I was a redheaded kid that grew up in Oak Cliff. I was picked on as a kid. I don't give a fuck. If we got to throw hands, we'll throw hands. But yeah, him and his husband and maybe get a few more. Yeah, we'll do a fight match right there in Fort Worth.
Right there, Fort Worth. You hear it here first. That's where it's going down. All right, James. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, tell Joey I said hi, man.
Yeah, I told him I was gonna be chatting with you, man. He was happy and he was excited about that. I'll let him and Jason know.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.